Hey, fourth grade, today we're going to try doing division using 4 digits in the dividend and 1 digit in the divisor. Now, when I created the division problems for today, I made a grid, and this grid is going to help you try to solve the problem, especially when we get into bigger numbers. It's going to be really easy for you to accidentally line up your numbers wrong and get the wrong quotient. So use this grid today to help you line up your numbers to make sure that you have the correct answer when you're all said and done. So the first step in long division is divide, daddy divide. Now daddy divide says how many times can I put the divisor 6 into my dividend? And instead of looking at the whole number like we have been doing, we're going to look at one number in particular, and we're going to go one at a time. So we're going to start in the thousands place, and we're going to say how many times can 6 go into 4? Well, if I know my division facts, 6 divided by 4 can't happen because 4 is smaller than 6. So I know that 6 goes into 4 0 times. Mommy multiply means that I'm going to take my divisor and multiply it by the number that I put in the quotient. So 6 times 0, well, that's 0. I know anything times 0 is 0. And now I'm going to do sister subtract. So 4 minus 0 is 4. And then I'm going to bring down my favorite step, bring it down. I'm going to bring down that 9. And now this is my new division problem. Now I'm going to take 6 and see how many times it goes into 49. So 49 divided by 6. Well, I know that 6 times 5 is 30. That's too little. 6 times 10 is 60. Well, that's too much. Oh, 6 times 8 is 48. So if I put my 8 up here, 6 times 8, mommy multiply, is 48. Now I'm going to subtract. 49 minus 48 is 1. Just did my sister subtract. Now my brother bringing down that 9 again. Okay, now I'm going to see all again, start this process again, Rex, remainder, or repeat, go all the way back up to daddy. 6 goes into 19, so 19 divided by 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24, that's too much. 6 times 3 is 18. So 6 times 3, mommy multiply, 18. Subtract 1, bring down my 8. How many times does 6 go into 18? Oh, I just did that up here. I know that I can take 18 divided by 6 and I can get 3. Daddy divide, mommy multiply. 6 times 3 is 18. Let me show you the answer, or my work. Subtract, now I get 0. I have nothing no remainder, nothing left to bring down, so my answer is 833. Here we go, 4,998 divided by 6 equals 833. Let's try one more. Okay, so here we go with our next problem. My dividend is 6,783 and my divisor is 7. So my problem is 6,783 divided by 7, and I have to find the answer, or that's called the quotient. So here we go. The first thing I have to do is divide. I need to see how many times can I put 7 into 6. So I have 6 apples, I need to give them to 7 friends, and each friend has to get equal amounts. Well, I can't do that. If I had 6 apples and 7 friends, someone's going to be left out. So I'm going to put a 0 up here because 6 divided by 7 cannot be done. And then I'm going to multiply 7 times 0. How many of those apples did I end up giving to friends? Well, I gave 0 apples to those friends. I'm going to subtract, and that's going to leave me with 6. My next step is to bring down the next number so that I can divide. So now I'm going to say 67 apples, 7 friends. So how many times can I put 67 apples in 7 groups? Well, 7 times 10 is 70, so that's too much, but it's very close. So I'm going to try 9. I'm going to see if I can give 9 apples to each friend. If I do that, 7 times 9, I use 63 apples. I'm going to subtract and see how many apples I have left. Oh, there we go. I have 4 apples left. Now, I can't divide this 4 anymore. I can't take 4 divided by 7 because it's too small. So I need to bring down that next number. Here we go. Bring down that 8. And now I need to start the division problem again. How many times can I take now 48 apples and divide them by 7? Okay, so 48 divided by 7. I know that 7 times 5 is 35, and I know that 7 times 6 is 42. Oh, that's probably the closest. So I'm going to give 6 apples to each friend. 7 times 6, oh, I used 42 apples altogether. When I subtract, I get 6 apples left over. And now that number is too small to divide, and I still have other numbers, so I'm going to bring down my 3. How many times does 7 go into 63? So here we go. 63 apples, donuts, Hot Wheels cars. 63 divided by 7. I know that that equals 9. So I just divided 63, my leftover numbers. I kept bringing down numbers until I divided the whole number. 7 times 9 is 63. Subtract. I have nothing left to bring down. I have nothing remaining. So that means that I have 969 is my quotient or my answer to this problem. 6,783 divided by 7 equals 969. Fourth graders, make sure you use the grid today because there's a lot of numbers, and if we don't line everything up, our answer is going to be wrong. So make sure you take your time today in lining up your numbers so that you can get the correct quotient.